Moshi, good morning. Yes, nailed it. You caught me on a weird day. I was like 50-50 of just hitting that snooze button 30 more times. But yeah, you'll get a small little stream out of me for a couple hours today, because why not? It's the start of a vacation. Those wonderful staycations that people talk about, and they go nowhere. So yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of that. So we'll see where we can get things done in Daybreak today, or at least a couple hours. So and I hate to really hate to even say that I had to do it, but I had to put Xbox Game Bar back on. Everything I tried to get rid of, like, I mean, I got rid of it successfully, but I just couldn't take the anytime I turned on not just an Xbox controller, but any controller, would just come up with this random window that, like, you couldn't get away, and it didn't lead to anything. I was just like, you know what, that's the lesser of two evils. But I was going in, like, into PowerShell and, like, running bat files, hoping things would not work. But who knows? But anyways, we're back, and look at that. Hey, it's not like Cyberpunk where I have to worry about whether or not the game will load on up for us. But we are 25 hours in deep in Chapter 2 at the Montmartre living quarters. So without further ado, no, not Apu. Apu, you know, from The Simpsons. You know, come on. Regardless, no, not The Simpsons. Okay, look, Jordan, it's one of those deals where you just gotta quit while you're ahead. So let's see, where are we getting some free points from? Some 100S boost moves made. And some separate maths, not math. Oh, it's going to be a good day today. Everyone's rocking level 17. Really nice, really good. What is there to do? Where are we going? There, the riverside. My to-do list seems to be gonna be a cafe break time, or the cinephile's duty. So we got 1 point. And look, if I got the option to hang out with Deswani or Elaine, it's Elaine all day. Now maybe the game will be good and will give me another, option later to hang out with them. That's sort of seen what was before. But good morning, DJ. Good morning. I don't see any quests. But there are explanation here. So let's go visit on up with Elaine, so we can maybe just enjoy our coffee from the start as well. So cafe break time. Let's begin that. Wonderful, just calming, soothing music in the morning here. Van decided to pay a visit to the cafe in the Tyrell district and took a break out on its terrace. Sometimes a pit stop at a cafe is just what the doctor ordered. I sure needed it after such a crazy afternoon. It looks like there aren't many customers here right now. Perfect. Let's sit at that empty table over there. Hey, I recognize that voice. Are you okay? Is something wrong? No, I'm fine. Alright then. Ready to start our interview? Yes, ready when you are. Guess she's talking to some magazine tonight. First off, I wanted to discuss the whole incident that you resolved in Anchorville the other day. You did a fantastic job apprehending the culprits as negotiations were taking place. Your work was instrumental in diffusing the whole crisis. Thank you. But it wasn't just me who pulled it off. It was with a whole team of people. I'd argue they were the ones who really made it possible. Being promoted to A rank has really driven that point home to me. When we all come together and support one another, we can achieve far more than we could by ourselves. That was true in Anchorville as well. Interesting. Well, clearly you're a woman who values the fundamentals in life and work. Now about your family. Obviously, they run one of the biggest sweets manufacturers in Zemuria. Now getting to the real questions. Well, that's all the questions I have for you. But thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me tonight. Our readers are going to love learning about all the fascinating things you get up to in your spare time. Oh, it's my pleasure. I don't think I had anything that insightful to offer, but if your readers will enjoy it, I'm happy to talk. Also, I have to say, you look absolutely radiant as always. I know I've asked you before, but would you be willing to publish a photo book with our company? I think you really should consider it. I'm really sorry, but as a rule, I always turn down offers like that. It's nothing personal. That's a shame. I'm sure it would have been a smash hit. The people can't get enough of you, you know. Anyways, I'll let you go now. I've taken up enough of your time as it is. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Here's your vanilla cocoa. Huh? I didn't order anything like that. You didn't? But the customer sitting at the next table did. He asked me to give you one. What's the big idea behind this? There's no big idea. I just know you like vanilla cocoa, that's all. How old do you think I am? Hey, if you don't want it, I'll gladly take it. Your call. I didn't say I wouldn't have it. You're not wrong. I do still enjoy this. It's a soothing flavor. Renee always makes fun of me for it and says I'm still a little kid whenever we go out for drinks. I'd be more shocked if he didn't. Still, you're pretty much the poster girl for the guild these days, aren't you? How many magazine interviews have you done this season? I've lost track. It's no big deal. I knew that promoting the guild's mission was going to be part of the job when I accepted the promotion to A rank. For something that's not such a big deal, you sure look exhausted carrying it out. You might be able to play it cool around other people, but you can't fool me, Elaine. As often as these sorts of things come up for you, deep down, I know they don't come easy. I'd appreciate it if you didn't speak like you understand where I'm coming from, Van. Not after you've been gone all these years. Right. Was that a line? I'm sorry. You don't need to apologize. I wasn't asking you to. You should be more worried about yourself first and foremost. You're always brushing up at the very edge of the law with your work. You're a smart and capable man, Van. And you could be doing so many other... I'm fine with my life as a Spriggan. It's what suits me best, in a lot of ways. If you say so. Those young women work with you. Their names are Agnes and Barry, right? At least keep those two out of harm's way, alright? I will. I promise, if shit ever really hits the fan, I'll be the one who sticks his neck out and takes care of it one way or the other. Talk like that is another thing I wish you would knock off. Well, I'm going to be taking off now. The drink. I feel a lot better after that. Much more refreshed. No problem. Have a good night. Guess it's going to take a lot more than that to mend things with her. Big surprise there. Oh well. They helped her relax and feel better after that interview. That's what counts. Money well spent. I got so busy talking, I let it get cold. Money not so well spent there. How was the weekend there, DJ? Get up to anything? Weather's starting to maybe spring up a little bit. We're starting to get some nice weather ourselves here. Of course, it's that fake spring we were discussing because I believe it's down to... it's back down like 3 degrees again. And we went from like 20 degrees. Oh, it's not too bad. Getting down to maybe 12, so I'll take that. I'll take that. But still, that fake spring. After taking a sip of the cooled coffee, Van got back to patrolling Edith.
Thanks. Just don't get carried away about it, all right?
We will not get carried away. All right, so now just exploring Edith. Recognize that bike?
Sorry to bother you while you're out, but still, I'm glad I caught you.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those rare time changes. Like, I am always screwed. at work with the time changes. So for once, it actually worked out in my favor. Where I was on night shift, so I'm sitting there watching the clock, 2 o'clock, right into 3 o'clock. Usually, I'm on the opposite end of it, where I'm losing the hour of sleep, or in November when the clocks go back, I'm always at work when the clocks go back, and I end up working a 13-hour shift. So usually it sucks, but I it sort of seems every year you hear the rumbles of like, oh, we're not going to do daylight savings times anymore because, it really doesn't benefit anybody anymore type of thing. And, that sort of happens all the time. I'm really hoping this is like the year that we finally decide to just stop doing this ridiculousness. But hello, Meeple. Hello, Meeple? Hello, Meeple. We could rock with that, sure. As Biscuits rolls into Meeple. She could be a meeple. We don't know. Best to just let bygones be bygones. I only know one woman that looks and sounds like that. Good to see you, Hermes. Now, is it Hermes or Hermes or something? You finally come in at the beginning of a stream. I mean, it helps when I start at like 11. Coming off of night shift and waking up. That's what you get.
Evening, Arkride.
Meeples are a thing. Oh, so now I need to know. What the fuck is a meeple?
Don't think I've seen you since I took on that little delivery job earlier.
Guess so. Thanks for that. You were a big help. I don't think I asked you to come pick anything up tonight, though. I can't go senile this young, so, what's up? Your CID buddy had something he wanted to give you. Said it was thanks for taking care of some wanted monster, and that he was throwing in a little something extra, like you asked. Here you go. All yours. We obtained Shade. They're small wooden figures that you use in games, usually in the shape of a person to be called a meeple, but it can be like other shapes too. Do they have to be like wooden figures? Like, or is it like, it'd be like, the small little things that, like the little racing car or the top hat, like for Monopoly type of thing. Those aren't necessarily wooden. I guess they could be in some way, shape, or thing, but an arts driver. Nice. That'll come in handy. Hell, surprised you took me seriously. Not that I'm complaining. I don't know what the deal is between the two of you, but it's probably a sign that he trusts you enough to rely on you. Anyways, my job here is done. Thanks for getting it to me. I appreciate you doing that on a night like this. On a day's work. Actually, there's something else I wanted to tell you since you're here, Arkride. I just started a new special delivery service I'm offering only to my most loyal customers. If you need food, meds, weapons, whatever, just ask and I'll run out and grab it for you. Sweet deal, right? Oh, Hermes, you're asking like if you want my take on your Uber delivery service. No, thank you. Yeah, that's real convenient. Of course, nothing's free. I still expect a commission for my troubles, and it can only be stuff that's available here in Eden. But if that works for you, just hit me up whenever you need something and I'll get it straight to you as soon as humanly possible. Got any questions? Nah, that's all clear. Expect me to take advantage of it in the future. Looking forward to it. Well, I don't want to keep my next customer waiting, so I'll get going. Good night. They don't have to be wooden though, but I think the term originated with wooden ones. Ah, okay. Alright, bike courier. Select order delivery from your office desk to take advantage of Hermes delivery services. She charges a fee, but it's a unique way to purchase equipment from items and stores in the capital. Interesting. So, where are we heading? What do we got? We got Riverside, and then the Tyrell District. Cannot do that one, so we'll see whatever the green is. But chat on up with the peeps. There's peeps around here, and we could probably go up maybe to our computer and check to see if there's things that need to be updated. Quest-wise, at least.
That's how it goes.
Some points. Ah, the Dick Plus. Gotta appreciate the Dick Plus solutions there.
Damn, that's pretty generous.
Another arts driver. Sorry. My mistake. A farts driver. Anything new we can make food-wise? Prep food, maybe. We do not have enough for samosa bites. Or chocolate sable. We're gonna need to buy some ass grains. That's where everything really hits the spot with the ass grains. Hi, Gin or Gin? Hard to say. Victor's really coming to us across the street here. I wish he wouldn't run that big mouth of his so much, but I like how he's kept true to himself. It all tastes the same as it did decades ago. He used to be a little brat like you, actually, but he's grown up now. Now he's got a good family. Okay, thank you for that there, Victor. What? You going out? Doesn't look like you're hitting the bathhouse. Just come back quickly, damn delinquents running around moving as they please. Easy there, Victor. I won't be long. Trust me.
Pick something already.
Alright. Oh, so you don't actually sell anything. You, on the other hand, try to sell something. Booze! Our regulars fill up the place for our evening shift. I do wish they'd take it easier on the spirits, though. Oh, that reminds me. You'll be up early tomorrow, right? Yeah. Out at around 6:30. I'll look up Yumi's if you need me to. Thanks. I'm sure she'll try to wake up on her own, but you know her. How about I cook you breakfast tomorrow in exchange? Oh, that'd be really nice. Sorry for all the trouble. Oh, don't worry about it. Just make sure you get plenty of rest yourself. I certainly will. How is your biscuits? How's your biscuits weekend? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, we're in trouble today. We've already made one of those. Don't you, like, have a, doesn't someone actually sell, like, the legitimate...
See you
ingredients? Oh, this guy, he's had a rough go. Roman Reigns, sorry about that. Roman, I think you've had quite enough. You should go home and get some rest, okay? Let me get you some water. I'm fine. Drink a little bit. Yeah. I wish I could burp on command. That would truly be glorious. But alas, folks, I cannot burp on command. Wait, does this little girl not have a bed she can go to? Weekend was alright. Took it easy on Saturday and had people over last night. Not meeple, but people. Call. Gonna catch a cold sleeping there, you know? I'm not sleeping. Mommy's gonna read to me tonight. Ah, went and tucked herself out. Oh, that's right there. She'll keep an eye on her. Don't forget to order a beer there, Ian. Come on, order a beer. Be a good little girl. Alright. Oh, how did... See, this is the thing. I'm always missing people. There was more from Yume? That's what bothers me. Right there. Shouldn't even have anything really extra to say. It was just all the same. Then you got people like this who... Oh, they must be... Oh, it's someone upstairs. It's always someone upstairs. What are you doing, Fairy? Oh, hi. Welcome to my room. Yo, I haven't been here since I helped you carry your stuff in. Looks like you settled on in nicely. Yeah, thanks to everyone helping me buy my groceries. And the guys at Montmart really were kind. They let me borrow a bunch of their old furniture and stuff. Wow, ain't that nice. Let me know if there's anything I can get you, or, if you need help with whatever. Uh-huh, thanks so much. I still get a little homesick every now and then, but I'm having so much fun here. I'll have to tell everyone when I get back home I really want to rock their socks off. Rock the socks off. Sure. When was the last time someone truly rocked their socks off? Probably been a while, right? Alright, couple of shops over here we might be able to do.
Welcome. Thanks for
Horrible fact. Well, I guess we didn't really take a peek at our new drivers, per se. See if they're, worthy. That's, Is that what I want? Yeah, like, how do you get used to this, folks? Edit court. I don't want to edit the courts. The arts. There we go. That might be it. All right. So we got Shade. Really nailing those timepieces. it sort of doesn't look like outside of being a level. Oh no, they're all level 2. They don't like really nail your parameters up. Like nothing's going up there more so. Basic time farts. And then basic mirage. Ooh, that Curia would really be nice. And then wall. Defensive earth arts. I would love to put that on Van. We would have to unlock a couple of things, of course. Oh, we gotta go to the... God, luckily I'm there. Hi, Chris. Oh, actually, we got a letter from Dad the other day. He says that he's about ready to come home, but I don't know. I'll believe him when I see him. He opened up the shop himself, didn't he? I don't think I'll ever actually met the guy. Yeah, he's always out on some trip somewhere, so it's not often you see him around. And then my sister... the two of them do whatever they want. There's no talking them out of it. Now, did I wait too long for my coffee? Right back on into the 26-minute mark. Still good. It's good. It's good. What do you have in the bargain?
Do you know what you want?
Power droplet. You want me to spend $8,000 dues on a power droplet that I would only sell to you?
I hope to see you again. Do you know what you want?
I do, but not
I
really.
hope to see you again.
We've had too many customers today. I'm out of social points. Uh-oh, don't let the Chinese know about that. Somebody brought in this wristwatch that got run over by a car. I pretty much had to rebuild it from scratch. I love machines with all the really precise bits. Smiling up a storm there. You're kind of cute when you're tinkering with stuff. Oh, don't stare at me like that. Oh, yeah,
Ask me
that
anything.
didn't really go over well.
Really?
Is this what I want to do? How do I wanted to change. I guess so. Just like that. Wait, did I... When did I put shade on? I don't remember putting it on. Oh, wait, am I... Again. Confusing as hell. Modify orbit option. Modify orbit option. Is that not this? It's a custom, of course it is. Alright. Maybe, do we have enough points to really open up something else here? I don't feel like we're going to get a lot accomplished today when I've got to wrap it up by like 1 o'clock, which sort of sucks. But yeah, we do not have a lot. Set a plug-in. Alright, so there we go. So 20 and 40. Now that's okay. Everything. Okay, got stuff there. I don't really know if I want... I mean, is this sort of like par for the course of putting different, you know, cores in? I guess it sort of would have to be, right? We got crust. I mean, not many things are weak against time. It's more of a, like, you know, using chrono drive to make sure everyone's maybe going a little bit faster. Damage up would be nice. Maybe a spark edge. And chrono drive we already have. Yeah, if you want to use different arts besides earth and time. I almost, like, I'm trying to figure if it's, something that, are you making these decisions to change stuff based upon like the area you're in or not. Like, if I go into an area and like no one's weak to wind, then our friend here isn't going to be very useful. But then you just like sort of like this is sort of like the weird thing of like you can't do this on the fly. Like, I can't change celebrate on the fly. I got to go to an orbit station, or if I'm in a dungeon, I got to go to the very beginning thing, and then I can change it. Like, there's something like Crescent where we just see from Anya. So that goes from 5. Crescent goes to 4, but then has 3 custom slots, which could work out really well. Like the slots of like sluts like the Mirage, the Time, and stuff like that are generally pretty good regardless. No one really has a problem with them. Those are expensive. That Curia is really good. Traps foes within a magic circle of swords. Insight. Calls down sacred moonlight to grant insight to allies. And of course, I was under the impression that S. Curia was going to sort of heal a small group, not just a single person. But again, that's okay. So this is sort of like a buffing situation, or at least seems to be one. She's not really going to be as offensive. I mean, you can make her offensive. Still wouldn't mind having, like, here. She loses out on the breath, I believe, that she had previously. Which is very handy. And also, they're all decisions to obviously, to make, right? I'll stick with Celebrate. And then Flare, what's the option for the other one that we got? So we got Wall. So she becomes a little bit more of a defensive character. Or Earth or Water. Like, these things seem like they're good. Good things to maybe be able to change, but maybe like a Spark Edge would be good. The Chrono Drive for them. I think I'm happy with that for now. Alright.
Hope to see you again soon.
Spend a goddamn year here. The shop over there, and then a shop down there. I'm really trying to fight the urge, just for purposes of sort of like today, of like, it doesn't help when I don't stop talking and whatever, but like, should I really be talking to everyone that's glowing orange there, or is it like sort of like a waste of my time? I really do not know. Like, I've sort of found that like it isn't a waste of my time. It generally does work out quite well. I've talked to enough people, and they sort of find something out, but it's hard to see. Blasted, that's it for me. And Anya gets so good at Mahjong. She racked up Senpai like nobody's business. I think we taught her how to play. We raised a monster. Our poor wallets. Wow. Total shellacking across the entire table. I miss the old days when Anya was still green. We just land around to fill the table back then. We used to give her candy for coming up to play. Now, we can't stop her. She just soaks up math and numbers like a sponge. We don't stand a chance against her. No, probably not. Alright, what are you selling there, Anya? Oh, back again? Didn't you have a long soak this morning already? Something must be really on your mind. I feel for you. I'll engineer whenever. Just let me know, okay? Thanks? But who are you? The manager of the snack bar? My stuff's over your head. Oof. Shot down. I mean, no, okay. I know a lot about grown-up problems. It's paperwork, isn't it? I bet it's paperwork. I wish you were right about that. Oh, your face is panicking. Make sure to stay on top of all that paperwork now. Paulette's gonna be mad if you miss rent. Hey! I know. Goddamn kid knows too much.
Welcome
Alright.
to Laguna.
Are we just gonna use the bath? I mean, I think generally we always try to make sure we use the bath. Have a good soak, of course. A moment of bliss, if you will.
This is perfect.
I always feel like he has these moments of maybe someone's always watching him or something always happens and he can never truly enjoy a bath. I don't know. Alright. Then we just got the shop up at the top there. Oh, wrong way, Jordan. Wrong! Oh, no. No. No! Jordan would have gone the right way. Over here. Oh, gee, did I just crush some poor sap with the door or something? That's always a possibility. Brenda! Right. Time to close up shop. Got to take inventory and put everything away. Just what does that boy get up to? Night after night he's doing Ideosus knows what. Oh, don't mind me. If you find something you like, just let me know. Yeah. I recall her kid's 18-ish. Probably best for me to keep my nose out of that. Oh, is she an 18-year-old woman? Van already knows up to no good. No assorted grains. Interesting. Everything else,
Come back
so
for more anytime.
we are good with that. Okay. Again, it's my inner. Oh, I hate when I not that I'm one of these people myself, but it's like it's that ADD thing of like oh god, or my OCD. Sorry, I don't have ADD. I don't know if I have OCD, but it's just like, oh, I'm seeing things that that go away, and I probably should make them go away, but maybe I don't have to read it out loud. But everybody loves Raymond has something good to say. He always has something good to say, right? He had a show on CBS. A hit sitcom. What's he doing now? Who knows? Probably doing the comedy circuits. I'm surprised he doesn't have a podcast. But thank you for your time, Raymond. Bye-bye. Yeah, was someone up here? Guess so. Natalia. Oh, jeez. Is she still with WWE? She's got to be, right? She would probably never leave. Yeah? She probably does not do much. Not that, God, if I was, she's probably give or take around my age. I mean, at some point, it's just time to sort of just, you know what? I'm just gonna hope that you don't really notice me half the time. How about that? Is this a cat? Oh, more cats! See, it's always worthy to come on up there and chat on up with these people. Etoile? What's with all these French names? How do you stare cattily, if you will? Oh, here they go. And he's gone. Oh, he's running off towards the... not my business. I mean, it could... Oh, I probably have to go and look over there. That's probably like a whole thing in its own of just yapping with the cats. So Harry was up to his old pranking games again, and then after pulling one over you, he flew the coop on his bike. Kid's got no shame. I know, right? Like, I wasn't about to take that lying down, so I threw a bucket at him, and it landed clean on his head. But he still got away, even though he couldn't see where he was going. Like, how? I'm not sure who the victim is anymore. It's all of us. It's me. I am the victim now. So, yes. These people they just have a bajillion things to say. Like, I mean, it's not that I don't mind it, but there's a lot to do in the Tyrell district that I'm probably saying wrong. What if it's Tyrell district? I'm getting everything wrong. No, I didn't want to talk to Sheena again. But these kids just enjoying their best life right here. You know, just imagine, just it's nighttime. Maybe there's no school. Maybe not a school night. It's the weekend. Go hang out with your friends at a bench. Maybe go to a bar later, because in this world they let kids drink. Because, you know, why wouldn't they? I mean, if we're in a generation where they're calling kids Harry, then this is the generation where they just let everyone drink, right? All right. I think this is the, yeah. Oh, because your sex cauldron is off limits. Sorry. Just barging on in. I love it.
The goddess of this.
Oh, no one in the house of God, sorry, Ideos wants to have a chit chat. Oh my God, are they having sex in here? Can you imagine? You know, Van just puts his ear to the door, and all he's hearing is, right? Is that a little too adult? Could be. Oh, your idea for a Sunday school session. Look, we're just gonna say that you know, these things should always be, you know, set in stone. We don't need you changing things here. Okay? We have a set out plan for the Sunday school classes, and we don't need you adding any optional things. Okay? We don't need the government getting on us. Oh, a guest teacher. Okay, I might listen a little bit here. That said, not sure how your popularity will. I don't think. Look, I don't think Vakar and Nikolai is very popular with anybody. He's like one of those weird, like, you always see the those churchy people on TV that, you know, tell everyone like they can heal you. Maybe he's one of those people. Somehow just, you know, he touches you with the parent hand of God, and you fall down, and you got to make sure that you give $3 to $4 bajillion to them so they can afford their 4th private jet. That's always the important thing. Because if you don't, then you're not going to hell. I think that's how that works. I think that's like the agreement of it or whatever. So. Alright, good thing. Let's see. Get me out of here. I feel like I'm gonna be burned at the stake if I keep yapping to these people. Alright. So it looks over here like those are the cat situations again. Now how did we yap with the cat? Oh, they're not the cats. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm just barging on into people. This is the great stuff about RPGs that, like, you know, from the early days of playing, maybe it's Legend of Zelda, and going into someone's house and breaking all of their pots, to where the, you know, the actual people become self-aware that a small child named Link is going in breaking people's pots. That's fantastic. It takes us a long time to get to a place like that with video games, right? Curtis, are you, like, whispering that your mom's being a pain in the ass while I'm standing behind your mom? Because that's probably not the best thing. Full marks on your practice test. Oh, God. This poor kid doesn't even have the opportunity to be a kid. At all. Alright, well, see you later. I can't win that. I thought that was a toilet. It could be a toilet. I mean, you could pop a squat, or just, you know, just not. Don't use plants for bathroom purposes, people. Okay, it's not the way. Head on over into Riverside. See what's over at the by the river. Maybe there's a van by the river we can go to explore. Oh my God, it just doesn't end. Just more and more shops, and I don't know what's over there. A quest event of some sorts, but. We'll figure it out. Look at that guy. That guy is just, he's hoping that's it. The lean on the utility light pole there, that guy he's got plans for the evening. Sure does.
Well, if it isn't Van.
So we can go to the concert hall now. Oh, Dingo. Good to see you, Van, darling. Long day, yeah? I just finished up work a bit ago and taking some time to check my messages. I'll be sure to send you any info I dig up around Edith straight away while you're gone. I appreciate you cutting to the chase. This is Almada I'm dealing with after all. They're on Hey You turf. If, Hey You guys can handle, I think I'm saying that wrong, on their own till, Chow? Cow gets back, then we should be fine. The What Orchid's Dragon's been popping up a lot as late. I wouldn't rest my laurels on this one, Van. If Chow's the one asking, then things are bound to get ugly. Can a man hope for an easy job every now and then? Huh. The Liu family should be trustworthy to a certain degree, but don't let your guard down. You'll be taking your new assistants into the Hey You snake pit after all. Though if you get into a bind, you know who you can turn to. I'm sure he hasn't lost his edge after all these years. Yeah, I was planning on reaching out to him anyways. I just hope he hasn't drunk himself into the gutter. Well, I know who you're talking about. I met him myself a year or so back. You won't find him at the bottom of a bottle for once. That cute little assistant of his got him behaving for once. And I ain't letting that live down once I get to Langport. Might just be what I need to turn my losing streak around and let him have a taste of his own medicine. Like you're any different, Anya sounds you on a tighter leash too. He and Van are almost like peas in a pod, and neither of them would even realize or admit it. I wonder who he is talking about there. Langport. What about it? Nothing. It's just that Tyrol Times is planning on running a special feature on Langport in the culture section next month. Today's the first I've heard about it. Is that a funny coincidence? Funny? Why? Langport's economy's booming these days. Pretty on par with Edith's even. It makes sense there'd be interest in it. Maybe you're right. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but if worse comes to worse, then I'll have to rely on it. Hope you and your assistants have a safe trip. If you end up crossing paths with him, tell him I said hi. Oh, interesting to know who that would be. You leave Edith's goings-on to me, darling. I'll let you know if I catch wind of anything juicy. Oh, and don't forget to bring me a souvenir. I never say no to some high-end liquor. Aren't you demanding? Sure is. I wanted to buy
Time to
something
make
from
this a night to remember.
you. You got everything.
Come back and play soon.
Okay. I will. Don't be weird. Don't be weird. Alright, just fully explore again. Then we'll go on down into the bottom there. I do love the music. It's fantastic. Thought I was going to be barging on into clapping again. God, how many churches do these people need? There's no I between C and so I don't think it's like chow. I think it would be like wait, hold on, like cacao, like cow. That's probably right. Like I said, it's after a weekend of not playing the game, I've already forgotten. Unless they're like a main character, I have completely forgotten. But yes, you were probably right because I don't remember them saying chow, but it was something weird like cow. Could be. So thank you, biscuits. I mean, you know, everything that comes out of this gap here is wrong. Always utterly, utterly wrong. It's always going to be wrong. There's no fixing it. That's what makes it fun around here. I think. Just like, you know, what is it? That Key and Peele skit. Ron? Jacqueline? You know. Just get everybody's name wrong. It could be them that's wrong. You know, obviously, like, no one would be saying that I would say something wrong. That's, heaven forbid. Father Gorilla Man Sewer? What? Such a wonderful man. He's taught you so much. Yeah, we don't care what you've got to say. What about you, Faja? Oh God, this is... Games aren't meant to be held with a coffee mug here. But I don't really want to nuke like a mouthful or two. So I also, although I believe cow is also a Chinese word, in which case the C is pronounced like ts. So more like ow, sow, ow, sow. Maybe. I would not know. See, the problem is, like, again, you know what would fix all these problems? Is that the whole game was just voiced, right? Save my little bitty voice, never me saying anything wrong, because, you know, like I said, I can never do anything wrong. Sir, your cool car, graham cracker? But yeah, like, again, you know, this will be probably something that, you know, I'll be saying for the longest time. Well, but see, the problem is, though, is the games can't even get their own shit right. So it's all up for debating, you know, and, you know, as a debacle. You know, you have everyone that refers to liberal, which is what we're truly believing what it was, and then somehow out of nowhere, someone just says, like, liberal, and you're like, motherfucker, it ain't liberal. Like, you know, and, you know, some even names are getting wrong, and I'm trying to think. I don't think it's this game, because this game is older, and I haven't played the remake outside of the demo, but I believe they changed some people's names entirely in the remakes. DJ would probably know better. From people that are in later games. So it's like, well, how did you change the name or change the area? Or it's just like mind-boggling. You can't be changing these things. But it's their game. You let them do what they want to do, right? It's weird little inconsistencies tend to happen with the strongest. Oh yeah, I mean, like you said, there's a ton of people who play this relatively niche series, I would still call it. But the problem is with niche series like this that are so large and sprawling, as you would say, is, you know, as a fan myself, this is not the community that you want to be fucking up little inconsistencies like that. Like, I'm not saying, like, you know, like something like, you know, Final Fantasy, that it gets okay and everything like that. But I mean, we're a hardy bunch where these things should be done correctly all the time, no mistakes. It just is not allowed to happen, type of thing. Oh, there's nothing worse than the last few sips of coffee that aren't necessarily stone cold Steve Austin, but just, they're not even lukewarm. Bradley of Bradley's Garage. What a bunch of punks that keep this up. Someone's gonna get hurt real bad. Oh, you're worried about Junifer, old man? Ah, don't make me laugh. Anything happens to her, she'll have it coming. A driver that can't take care of her own ass has no business behind the wheel. Harsh, but he's got a point.
What'll it be?
Alright, we have that.
Again.
Nothing really to buy from you. It's a nice little showroom. This guy, if I owned, yeah, see, the problem is, like, you take a look at this, there's no lift. But you know what, like, and how do you, I guess you unlock this little velvet area?
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It sure is, Cartesian Cat. It sure is. How was your weekend, Cat? Was it meowable? Appreciate the wonderful cat pics from everybody as well.
The concert hall's probably open by now.
Is this the concert hall? The blue score? Or is this the concert hall? Station. Oh, it leads down here. Yeah, Jordan will smarten up there. Live house blue score. All right, let me save that game. Let me grab the beverage that someone's been asking for. Can't blame them for being late when I myself am late. Go check out the music. Of course I'll check out the music, but I gotta do that with a beer, of course.
Alrighty.
All right. Time to appease my wife, and because I like to have cold beer done with the smaller cans. I know it's like blasphemy, but don't worry, I'll get some bigger cans. I might go get some. I mean, I'm on my vacation week, so maybe I'll get a van full of weirdos again for a beer. You know, I do need some weird beers to make the week go by okay, but how are you, Kat? Oh, that's the sound. That's a beauty sound. Maybe also at the same time, these glasses were meant for the smaller cans instead of me just trying to like, oh god, I overfilled it again like a goofball. They just fit, right? Close enough. Come on, get every little ounce of drop in there. You're doing all right, as well as a European can be doing right now, right? With all that's fucking going on. Yeah, the 27 milliliters, if you will. Don't confuse the Americans, Kat. They have no idea what we're talking about. Ticket clerk. Hey, dude, we're putting on a free show tonight. Popular singer-songwriter Jess is going to be treating us to some of his heart-wrenching tunes. I want to join him with a drink. Oh, is that how you get me?
What'll it be?
Ooh, a cheese dog? A fizzy blues? Here's KO. Take a couple of those. And the Cassis soda. A couple of those as well. That's almost 1 fluid ounce.
See ya.
Gotta be careful here, Kat. I'm just gonna point out, it sounds like you might be using your brain there, and we are really against anybody using their brain while participating in the stream. We want everyone to be able to shut their brain off, and I know you're much like the rest of my chat. You're very smart, and it's hard to turn off the brain. I get it, but we're gonna have to tell you to not do that. So please, thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it. Yeah, you know. Like we're just because I'm gonna be honest here. It hurts the streamer's feelings when other people use their brains. So if we could just refrain from not using the brains around the streamer who doesn't have a brain. I keep asking them Wizard of Oz people, those munchkins, and they keep going on about this lollipop guild or something, and they never get me my brain. So it's just how it works. Didn't know you were such a snowflake. I'm from Canada. That's all we have to talk about is just snow and flakes. Not necessarily the same time. Sometimes the dandruff people, right? Take a sniff, pull it out, something like that. Hi, Carol. Yeah, dandruff. Yeah, you know what? God's cocaine, right? Did you know that's what he does? High up into the clouds. He just goes around to people. Yeah, so just completely off the cuff here. Like a stiff breeze comes up and sort of messes up your hair. That's him just getting there. You know what I mean? Little booger sugar for him. He's not allowed to do the real stuff apparently. I don't know. Just this is the type of stuff that I'm just talking about. Where I ain't using the brain. The brain is shut off. This is where the brain goes. I'm assuming some big guy up in the sky is sniffing people's heads from the wind and treating it as booger sugar. Exactly. Like, who names their kid Lodi? Oh god, it's terrible. Could have been Loki. That would have been a better of a name here. Is this me listening to the music? I I can't approach, like, there is no security here. So I could jump this small guardrail and beat the shit out of Jess. It would be frowned upon. I don't even know if I would get kicked out because, like I said, there is no bouncers here. I don't see Jin here to be the muscle. So nice calming music though. I'll give him that. I will give him that. Was there more I was supposed to do in there? Maybe. Maybe I'm supposed to get tacos. Like people who go to like Taco Bell during the day. Those are the people who should get their heads checked, quite frankly. You're hungry? Taco me, Gordon! Tacos, tacos, and more tacos. Alright, well, yeah, take it easy there. I mean, see, this is the right lady that should be approaching a Taco Bell in the evening, right? She's obviously had some dandruff in the evening, a little bit beforehand, and she's got what they call as the munchies, and obviously tacos are her pick. So if Gordon unfortunately does not get a Lulua some tacos, he's going to be Lulua'd into this river behind him. Now you want some diarrhea? You want some diarrhea tacos? What does diarrhea mean? Birria? Birra tacos? Is that like Spanish for beer? Something like that. Z-Cat, it's the evening for you. Do you guys do the crazy time change like we did over here? You probably did it like months ago, like proper Europeans do or something. Birra looks surprisingly like diarrhea tacos. Oh, I'm so sorry I even like brought this up now, but
Take as long as you need. I'll be waiting for you.
Hey, Sayla. What have you been practicing with for 2 weeks? Uh-oh. Sayla, maybe the secret to getting Lulua is tacos. They're delicious, but don't get you wrong, but messy. So they would be the type of thing that, you know, if you were sitting down, you would eat over top someone's head instead of putting like a plate there or something, and, you know, because you just know it's going to drop down. Jordan tries to say cultural things and words that would actually be super offensive if anyone in here were Mexican. Wait, so because I said birria, diarrhea tacos incorrectly, the Mexicans or the Mexicants, would they be upset with me? Yes. Time change. I think it's utterly terrible. I hope this is the last time we do it. They've got humor. Yeah, I mean, the don't the Spanish, instead of typing H-A for ha ha ha, don't they type J-A? I assume they laugh differently than we do here. Like we say ha 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 ha, and they say ja ha da ja 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 ja. You know, like I don't know if, yeah, like that. I don't know why they do that. I'm not a Mexican or a Mexicant. Equating anything to diarrhea would be pretty offensive to some. But not all. And we cater to the some. You nail that, of course. Especially as it pertains to food. But even Cartesian Cat said it could surprisingly look like diarrhea tacos. So did I just describe it perfectly, maybe? The World Baseball Classic, yes. Good old Canada. We have, I think, like 4 people that play baseball, apparently. It goes in birria and comes out diarrhea. Probably. Do you think Gordon pays like a hefty license to have his taco stand by the river? I'm just waiting for Chris Farley's van It's got to be here somewhere, right? Maybe that's Chris Farley's van right there with the green exclamation point. Isn't there like I don't think we have it anymore here in where I live, but isn't there like I'm seeing that birria? Isn't there like a mall food court place called Birria, or maybe it has like an S in front of it, like Birria, and it's like a pasta place or something, and pizza? I don't know. I'm just Sbarro? Sbarro? Maybe the S is silent and then it's just Barro. That's it. Thank you, biscuits. If you want overpriced, terrible pasta, that's where you go, right?
Alrighty.
Well, Selma's just enjoying a good solid pint, I would assume, here by the river. It's subpar pizza and pasta. What about Fazoli's? I've never heard of a Fazoli's. No, never. But you know what the thing is, though, and I assume a Sbarro is still in business in some way, because you want to know why? Because pizza and pasta, like, you can go to the extreme and have really good pasta and pizza, right? But everyone enjoys a subpar pizza and pasta once in a while, right? Like, they know their jam. Everyone wants a cheap slice and pasta, you know, even though they're already cheap things.
Alrighty.
They're just that's the way it goes. Hi, Shino's Bar. Sit right on down. What can we do here? So Fazoli's closed a lot of locations. They don't even exist in the Mario Land of Oz, which is also fictitious, like that made-up Midwest that you people keep going on about. So what is this Fazoli's? Is it like a mall pasta place or what? Ah, Van, do you have a moment? I guess. What's up? One of my customers left this behind. Whoa, it's a bag from Andalusia. Damn, what kind of rude customer just up and leaves one of their masterpieces behind? I see your sweet tooth hasn't rotted out your mouth yet, Van. But back to business. This isn't your normal lost item. There's a story to it. I was honestly planning on contacting the guild or the police. Sorry, I was trying to figure out where... fast food Italian. Is there anything better than fast food Italian? It's fine, you have fresh crab, and don't forget about it. I was going to take a picture of this. What is it called? Old Bay? The seasoning stuff? I saw it in the grocery store. I assume you put that in your coffee and whatnot. But if you stroll on in at the perfect time, would you mind if I request you to handle this? This Andalusia bag has a story, huh? That's weird, but I trust you here, and it must be real serious. I would admit, I'm curious, but should I get involved? Absolutely, you get involved. If someone's forgotten their bag, you should take care of it. Where's this cat going? I keep hearing noises. Just like Southerners with butter. Fazoli's breadsticks. Are they better than Little Caesars breadsticks? What do they call it? What do they call those? There's like a name for them. Or Olive Garden breadsticks, if you will. I assume that, you know, somewhere at Little Caesars or at the Olive Garden, I would assume that the teenage chefs back there are sprinkling some type of cocaine on those products. They have to be, right? You don't eat Little Caesars? Thank you for keeping the story straight here, Kat. But yeah, it could be dandruff, but we're talking about food, so I don't want to, you know, mess that up with talking about dandruff on people's foods, and maybe they like the Olive Garden or Little Caesars. You know, I love me a Little Caesars. The little dipping thing, great. Old Bay was invented in Baltimore, Maryland, by a German Jewish immigrant that escaped Nazi Germany. Look at that. That's a score, right? Well, that's a relief. So, mind if I peek inside the bag? I mean, the way you're talking about it, it can't be a cake. Of course. Take a look. Took out the contents of the bag. Oh, great. Now, there's some great designers in the cake world nowadays. This could be a gun-shaped cake. Just a lot of fondant and fondue or whatever the fuck it is that they use to make things look real. Tastes terrible. But that's what it could be. By the by, this thing was bagged up. Guessing it came from some smuggling route? Good question. Frankly, the owner seemed like your average everyman, suit and all. He didn't strike me as a shady character. My biggest impression of him was probably that he seemed worn down. Definitely drowning his worries. Drowning his worries with a gun in a bag. That dance's going ain't pretty. Last you know is he got drunk and left this behind? It's as much as I know on my end. He left my truck just a bit ago, actually. He mentioned something about catching one last live performance, I think. If you're quick, you should be able to catch up to him. Alright, that's good enough lead for me to start out. I'll head to the concert hall. We also get to claim that Thrasher's Fries and National Bohemian Beer, or a Natty Boy, if you will. Wait, isn't there already like a super Natty Bo? Natty Bo? Bah. I'll continue. Isn't there like a really ridiculously shitty, cheap beer? That's something, like, isn't that young kids refer to like natty light? I don't know if you'd want to be like associating your what I would assume is a good beer, this National Bohemian Beer, the Natty Bo, if you will. I think I just got it. Associated with the same name as a Natty Light, or I heard cheaper. Water. Alright, let's bring the goods with me just in case. That's a big gun. Huge gun. Huge gun.
Well, we're on the clock now.
Alright, so we're gonna go back to the concert hall. I just found out that there's an Olive Garden in the Philippines. So you're obviously going to go. Whether it's the same experience that you would get in America is awaiting your response, obviously. That's Natural Light, and Natty Bo is also cheap beer that has been around much longer than Natty Light. Interesting. I mean, I assume Natty Light is just like your everyday, you know, it's probably owned by Anheuser-Busch, and it's their, hey, like, we need a cheap beer from them for them kids.
Hey there.
Right?
What'll it be? See ya.
Oh, I keep forgetting that there's an X button to hit to have sex and talk about the topic. Jess has really been making waves at the concert hall. He's even about to make his major label debut. He'll be a big deal soon enough. Better see him before he gets his big break. Okay.
Let me ask you something.
And they also have one in Cancun. Sadly, no locations in Europe, but it makes sense because we have Italy close by. Yes, yes. So I obviously can assume that there should be an Olive Garden in Italy. If not, there should be. Because where else would an American visiting Italy, just, you know, to get a good Italian dish, go other than the Olive Garden? National Bohemian was first brewed in 1885, whereas Natty Light was first brewed by, yes, Anheuser-Busch. Oh, okay, that's much later. When was now that you're looking up beer on your computer there for me, Biscuits? How old is Old Milwaukee? I need to know that. That's my good hockey beer. Florence. Is there an Olive Garden in Florence? I told them Jess was playing tonight and the vibe was going to be chill. Got the feeling they were hoping for something a little heavier. They left without even buying a ticket. I see. You guys talk about anything else? And then you can tell me, would be a big help. Let's see. All right. I remember they were muttering as they walked out. Guess I'll head to the theater then. I got a feeling they're playing something I'll like to see. To the theater then. Thanks a bunch, man. Hey, no worries. Come by again. Only place you might catch a movie this late is Esprit Cinema in Tyrrell. Are they gonna go see a porno? The thing is, I don't see Olive Garden as an Italian food. It's American junk Italian food, but also good, but different. We have I've talked about this before. Where I live, we don't have Olive Gardens. We might have like a couple, like maybe near Toronto type of thing. Like it's been a while since I've seen one where I live, but we have like a cheap pasta place called Eastside Mario's, and it's sort of like the same vibe. I wouldn't say like it's not. They don't try to give a fake fine dining look like sort of Olive Garden tries to give, type of thing, while being terrible and dirt cheap. But like this place like tries to make itself look like, you know, Brooklyn. You know, the walls are all painted, or murals like to make it look like it's New York. The dishes are all named after New York style things, despite it's a Canadian business, and it's funny. But like, it's hard. It's really hard to fuck up pasta type of thing. So like it's, you know, pasta's cheap and it's hard to screw up. Like, I mean, it's just sauce and noodles, man, and it hits the spot. And they do the same thing as Olive Garden does with the you know, unlimited bread and salad type of thing, or soup, if you will. Brewery was established in 1849, but the beer you know and love wasn't brewed until 1934. And while you're at it, check out how old Molson Canadian is. I know that's old. Don't know how old though. I think everyone has a local pizza joint that they all love, DJ. I mean, you know, they wouldn't be around for a long time if they didn't nail it, right? So everyone's got their own, you know, like there was a place like across like from our old building we used to live in that, you know, hit the spot. And where we live now, the only, like, there is no like mom and pop local pizzeria. Like there's just a Domino's that's in the plaza with the grocery store type of thing. So I'm a little shocked that there isn't like a local pizzeria here, because the area's starting to really grow up a little bit more so with everything. So Japan has its own version of Olive Garden. The Zyria, super cheap with the kishi decor, love it. And they have stuff like the cod roe pasta and black squid pasta and corn pizza. Good to know that the Japanese have fucking completely lost it when it comes to pizza. Fucking corn. What's wrong with them? Fucking losing it.
Taking off now.
Yeah, I thought, like, so we... Oh, no, I guess we weren't here in the Tyrell district. So now we got all chatted up with these people. And they're also small, the size of your hand stretcher. I've seen enough YouTube of people going to, like, a lot of places in Japan. There aren't a lot of big restaurants, it seems to be. Like, everything is, like, the size of, like, probably my bedroom. And, you know, enough seating at, like, the bar for, like, maybe 10 people at most. And, you know, it's just, you know, but there's like a bajillion places like that. It's like, you don't really see that around here. Everything's got to be massive, huge type of deal. You haven't been to an Olive Garden in a few years. The problem with me is now I notice how salty and or sugary Americanized Italian food is, and it kind of grosses you out in some cases. Oh yeah, I mean, that's what makes the people come back. Salt it on up. Hey detective, good to see you. Off to patrol the shopping district. You never catch a break, do ya? Yeah, I feel like I'm always swamped with work. Being a detective isn't as easy as it sounds. But at least these patrols give me a chance to run into hot babes like you, so it's not all bad. Same with Krispy Kreme, you need that crack. Yeah, they just opened that up not too long ago. Is he hitting on us? Ew. There's a walking, talking department scandal in the making. Huh? What's wrong? Why did you get all quiet? Because they don't want to talk to you, Nate. You're a sicko. Alright, I may be single again, but that just means I'm a free man. And time to start meeting some new people. Huh? Did they just frown at me? Nah. I must be imagining things. Yes. Imagining things there, Nate. I hear this guy's got a new girlfriend every month or so. Definitely something wrong with him. Oh yeah. Definitely. I always thought this guy was a gross playboy. Now that I've talked to him, turns out he is a gross playboy. Shocking. You girls nailed it. Nailed it.
Please step on up.
Hey, what are you doing? You can't... Oh, poor Lucia. She's just staring at the wall. She's lost it. What type of people are looking down on you, Lucia, for having part-time jobs? You're probably making more money in tips than your brother is, so... Oh, he's going through puberty, so he's probably not working. Weird to even mention it. You tasted a pizza a few months back where the sauce was literally so sweet you wanted to barf. Tomato sauce isn't supposed to taste like candy. I'm not overly healthy, a conscious person when it comes to food, but that was just so gross. Some people just try too hard sometimes, right? Maybe you had the pizza sauce without the cocaine dandruff inside. And then you were like, oh, that's what's wrong. A cat. Keiji Yoshi. Or Kaji Yoshi. Hello, Charles. How are you? How's the world as Professor X?
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
You have
We
nothing
await
new.
your next visit.
Nothing ever new. Toki? Random Toki? Sober Curious? Is that the name of the movie that these people who may or may not have had a gun? Maybe. Anything going on up here? Uh-oh.
Good grief.
I'm missing people to talk to. Who's here to talk with? No, they're like right here. Oh, this will kill me. Like, you love a good donut or 5, but sure, Krispy Kreme's great. The little hometown donut shop I would ever go back to is I don't give a fuck about healthy eating. The problem that I've noticed this with Krispy Kreme, Tim Hortons. I don't know if Dunkin', for you guys, we don't have Dunkin' here. The thing I've noticed with places like that, of like, you know, we have these, you know, the mom and pop donut shops that, you know, go a little overboard with the donuts. Like, back in the day, you could get like 6 or a dozen donuts for relatively not too much money. And now everyone, like you go, like, a 12 glazed Krispy Kreme donuts here are $16. Like, I like me a Krispy Kreme, but $16? Are you high? What is wrong with you people? And then, like, so then you get these you know, mom and pop donut shops like that, like a donut is $5 because they put a happy face on it. And because, you know, well, I personally made the chocolate that went on top of that. Like, I'm not spending $5 a fucking donut. Oh yeah, I mean, that's my same opinion of Tim Hortons. I truly hate that people just don't wake up and realize, like, it's not Canadian anymore. It hasn't been Canadian for a very long time. It's absolutely dog shit, terrible coffee, terrible food, and yet people still, for the life of them, for whatever reason, cannot be bothered to go anywhere else or make a coffee at home, for Christ's sakes. I really wish Tim Hortons was not the Canadian staple that it currently is, that it once was. It really grosses me out that there's far better Canadian options, like a place called Second Cup or whatnot, that people just don't bother anymore, and it's an irritant. Absolutely is. Yeah, like, that's what I was saying. Like, not necessarily a mom and pop. I mean, we do have a mom and pop donut shop that apparently makes the old Tim Hortons donuts, and they're not overly too expensive. Like, they taste really good, but I mean, again, it's, you know, again, donuts are one of those things of, like, I don't care how like, a donut doesn't need to be flashy and great. I think that that's part of the problem of, like, a boutique donut shop of, like, you just, like, you know, if you, okay, great, you put on a bow tie while you're selling me a donut, so that gives you the okay to charge $5 for a donut. Like, a donut doesn't need to be $5. I don't care what you put to it. You know, the donut made from the mom and pop place to the donut made from, you know, some guy who's paying too much money in rent and wearing a bow tie, they're the same. All the same. And they're all going out of business. Because no one can afford a $5 donut. Or at least they shouldn't be. You've never been in a mom and pop shop that charges that much? I'm more so. I'm just saying like a boutique. That's what I would say is a boutique mom and pop donut shop. They're charging a ridiculous amount. They used to make a drink called hazelnut hot smoothie, and your mom and I would get them in the mornings on the way to go to school when you were in high school. Yeah. Now everyone just has their Tim Hortons or their Starbucks. That's it. We now live closer to a Starbucks now, so I guess my wife has now become a Starbucks person than a Tim Hortons person. I mean, to me it's no different. I mean, I'll say a Starbucks is a slightly better coffee than a Tim Hortons. But it also ends up fucking costing a couple extra dollars, but that's the price of business, I guess. I mean, at least in the Starbucks, they're nice to you. I mean, the Tim Hortons, you sort of feel like you're treated like a drug dealer for some apparent reason. I don't know. It's you know, at least in the Starbucks, they still say hi to you. Maybe that's just the one I go to. I don't know, but. The news service. Surprised there wasn't like a new Tyrell newspaper to buy in case I missed it. I mean, I feel like I would have seen it, but they don't sell it here. I don't know why they would. Ooh, right. You sell it here?
Well...
Maybe vending machine, 50% grape juice. What's the other 50%? God knows what. Oh yeah, there's still a couple of shops here. We'd stop for the hazelnut hot smoothies from Timmy Ho Ho's, and those shits were like $1.50.
Right.
Yeah, now they're not, right? Like they've gone down the route of like they see like the Starbucks popping up everywhere and all these other places. They're like, oh, that means we can charge $7 for a coffee now too. Like, I mean, again, they're not charging, you know, $7 for a double. You know, that's a to you Americans, it's a coffee with 2 cream, 2 sugar, double. Or you get the Wayne Gretzky, give me a 99, 9 cream, 9 sugar. Which sounds crazy, but then you see these crazy drinks that people drink at like Starbucks and other places, and you're like, that amount of sugar doesn't sound so crazy, really, considering. There aren't supposed to be any adult businesses. This guy is a trendsetter. He knows what he's doing. They're around for a couple years, and then one day your mom and I tried to go in and order one. They're like, we discontinued them. Didn't go back to Tim Hortons for several years after that. Yeah, it's all just the same people who just, you know, they keep adding stupider and stupider items to the menu. When, at least from my perspective, what it seems like almost everybody, your typical Tim Hortons enjoyer, wants them to just go back. Like you're fucking up everything. Go back to the basics. Go back to just selling donuts and coffee. That's it. You're overthinking the entire thing. Like, I'm honestly surprised that some CEO, like, you know, like they haven't come across and just like, you know what, maybe we should give this a whirl, like a pilot project, if you will, for like a year or two, and just to see, like, you know, does that actually work instead of trying to sell fucking pizza bread, okay, that nobody buys. But keep trying, keep striving for them rainbows, I guess. I don't know, boggles my mind. Like, is Dunkin' Donuts do the same thing? Like, I would assume that, you know, back in the day they probably just started with your everyday basic just donuts and coffee, and then somewhere along the board they got some dumbass and, you know, CEO was like, we could sell more things that people will buy, right? And you know, then they have a bigger menu than Olive Garden somehow, and you're like, when the fuck did this happen? Why is this guy clapping? What's going on? The theater likes to put on deeper movies. What does that mean? deeper movies. Like, if you wanted to say pornos, just say pornos. We're not judging you, Porco. You're the hot dog vendor outside, for Christ's sakes.
See ya.
Let's see. There was... It's one more shop we missed here that we haven't exhausted. Oh, God, I went up on top of here. Oh, jeez, running and stumbling into everything here. Our friends here, Colin. Now, how would you say this guy's name? Because it's probably not cow. Because if the C word is a cow, then what's the K word? Kaohan? God, I don't fucking know. That's a Kunming. Great names here. Great names. Why don't you people talk so I know how to say your names? So the fact he was serving up upper management could only mean one thing. He must be one of them. That would explain why he always looks like he's on guard.
You know what you want?
Dunkin's overrated, Tim Hortons sucks now, Starbucks is still pretty solid if you manage to get one where the baristas don't burn the coffee and are actually good baristas. Never had a better Starbucks than having it in Seattle, obviously. I think that's sort of like their purpose though, right? Is that like, you know, if you know, essentially in your like Seattle's their like headquarters. Like you've got you know, I've heard that like relatively Washington and to a lesser extent maybe Seattle, you got a lot of options for coffee out there, right? So Seattle's Starbucks probably know that they have to really nail it if they want to keep people over there, right? Is that one unionized? I know that was like sort of like a discussion a little bit as well. Are they all? They're like not all unionized, right? Some of them are, some of them aren't, probably. I would assume Washington is a pretty looking forward state and probably pays a decent minimum wage or more to people. Not like, you know, those other states, I guess. Seattle is the coffee city. Made a point the entire week we were there to go to get coffee at different shops all around the city 2 to 3 times a day. That sounds wonderful. Some good little coffee dates, right? Yeah, like I said, like the Starbucks that's across the street from where I am, it's currently seems like they still care. Like I said, we've only been here since the beginning of the year, relatively. So like, but I haven't had a bad cup of coffee from there when I've gotten them, like, you know, maybe a couple times a week type of thing. So, because I'm usually making my coffee at home, so like, you know, the wife will usually, after she drops the son off at school, she'll stop off and go get a coffee at Starbucks or whatever. And then she's like, "Do you want one?" I'm like, "I just put a pot of coffee on. Like, I'll just drink my own stuff." You're missing out, DJ. I always feel like I don't know how old you are, DJ. You're probably past that age of where people make that decision, but like, I mean, I'm turning 43, 44 in a month. I would say I was probably honestly early 30s before I probably enjoyed a cup of coffee, to be honest. Like, I was always like, I was not a morning person drinking coffee. I was relatively a tea person growing up always, but that was not a morning thing to me. That was always like an after dinner thing. But then just like, I don't know if it's where I currently work, I sort of just like, because people are offering you coffees, you know, what seems like be all the time during the day, or, you know, it's just part of a routine now. I don't know, but there's some good coffees to be had out there, right? You know, it won't kill you to try one, DJ. It won't kill you. I don't think there's anything in coffee that could kill you, other than if it was too hot and you drank it and it burned your esophagus. Always a possibility. You have tried coffee, did not like it? Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, go somewhere and get a good coffee. I'm not saying that, like, Folgers or Maxwell House, or a Dunkin' or whatever ain't making okay coffee. But that's like someone going to Like, there's people who really go off like about Tim Hortons and it being a good cup of coffee. I've heard a lot of Americans who still like the Tim Hortons coffee. I don't know why. I think it's terrible coffee, but that's sort of like the thing of like, you know, don't let that be your first cup of coffee. You know, in my opinion, be a Tim Hortons coffee. Because it'll be burnt to shit and they won't care. Well, we can't win you over, I guess, DJ. Eat up. That looks like some hearty noodles there. What are they drinking, though? Like, are those just 2 frothy cups of milk? Or what? What's bothering you there, Bracer Gray? This is a Hue restaurant. I think that was how it was pronounced. Hue. It's really such a good idea for people like us to be like, yes, out in the open. That's how you do it. Hot chocolate over coffee. Have you ever had, we call it a Cadillac? Half hot chocolate, half coffee. That tastes fantastic. Put a little whipped cream on the top. I don't know if that would be called something, but you could go to a Tim Hortons and order a Cadillac, and they're like, yes, sir. Don't know what to give you. You work with some people who didn't do coffee or tea, and I'm like, how the fuck do you survive a 9-to-5 job and 2 small children at home? I mean, yeah, I mean, like I said, like, I enjoy, for me, coffee is not that caffeine thing that I need to function type of thing. I don't treat it that way, but I'm really trying every time I go out and try a different coffee, and when I go to the grocery store and buy coffee, I'm wanting to buy things that sound like they'll be good to enjoy type of thing. But I'm not to the point like, oh, I'm fucking miserable until I have my morning coffee. Like, I don't feel like I'm one of those people, not yet. I'm hoping I never will be, but I'm still at that point where I'm enjoying the taste of it. It hits the spot. Yeah. I mean, it's funny. When I was on Friday, like when I was going into work on Friday night, like just having a conversation with a coworker, it was one of those things where I didn't even realize that like I was up for 24 hours plus after my work shift, and I didn't even like realize it. I was talking with a guy at work. I was like, that's the problem of when you don't realize that you've just been up for that long and just functioned completely normally. I don't think that's normal. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be something that's normalized. But I was just like, oh, the amount of times like I now do that where like I'm up with my son in the morning to take him off to school. I don't go and have a nap. Like, I mean, you know, you guys will see it. I'll stream. Like I'm up at 6:30 and then I don't come home until 6:30. 24 hours. You know, and then I crash for like today. I got home at 6. I woke up at 10:45 to stream. I was really hitting that button whether or not I wanted to stream, but I was like, you know what? I'll stream. So 3 hours of sleep is good enough for me. Shouldn't be, but it is. But I'm also off this week, so I'll sort of make up for it. You know, tomorrow I'm not planning on streaming, so I'll get a good sleep. 8 hours is better than enough for me. Oh, I mean, yeah, I know. I mean, I'd love to have it too, but... Hello, Stu. A long line of merchants that manager Julia Gulia owns the bookstore here. I just want to buy something.
Welcome.
Proverbs of Color. Huh.
I hope to see you again.
Maybe. Peter? Your dad's company's being featured in a magazine again. Oh my god. Are you reading Playboy or Penthouse Forum? What are you reading here, Peter? DJ, if I could tell you, give coffee one more try with what I said. Mix a hot chocolate, 50-50 with coffee, and see if that maybe wins you over. We're not looking for here to have you make a pot of coffee every day in the morning, but I would say give that an honest whirl. You might even shock yourself. And then before you know it, your cat at home slowly and slowly takes away more and more hot chocolate to the fact of where you just end up drinking coffee out of nowhere and you're like, how did that happen? It's always the cats. I've always thought the recommended sleep for various age people is bullshit. Everyone's different and everyone functions differently. My dad is perfectly fine on like 5 hours of sleep and I need no less than 8 hours. See, that's one thing. Like I was talking last night with my coworker. That is the one thing of all the things that doctors and people who do studies about for the longest time, that is one thing that's always stayed the constant. People need their 8 hours. Like I said, there's people like myself and lots of other people who, like your dad, who function. That's a very different word. On very little sleep every day. And as I said to my coworker, I was like, we're paying for that. Like, it might, I'm currently fine right now, but it's that's all it is. Like, I'm just functioning. I'm going through the motions. That's it. Am I running at 100%? I don't know. Maybe. It's been so long since I've had that proper 8-9 hours of sleep on a day-to-day basis that you don't even know what 100% is even more, right? But that's the one constant. Everyone's like, do not fuck with sleep. Like, that's what everybody needs. If you're not getting that, like, you are doing your body harm. And the piper will get paid eventually. Everyone just keeps pushing that down. That there's no avoiding that. Not at all. That's sort of like my thing of like, I mean, I don't want to say like, oh wait, I gotta wait till I retire before I'm sleeping well type of thing. But I mean, like once my son is, a little older where like he doesn't need me to do everything for him in the mornings, like then I don't have to get up with him every morning. He's gonna be capable of pouring himself a bowl of cereal and getting himself ready for school and, leaving on his own type of thing where it's like, okay, I didn't have to deal with that, right? That's just the way it is. But, not quite ready with a 6-year-old yet, right? Well, can never go wrong with a nightmare trip to the movies. What do we got playing tonight? Sober Curious, starring Nick Marco. Oh yeah, that woman's got a lot of history with a certain gambler I know. And they're also playing This Side of Heaven. Wouldn't mind seeing that. Which one should I check out? Or should I just forget about it and move on? I mean, am I not here for a reason? Select your film of choice and watch it with a friend to better your connection. When you select a film during the day, you can choose up to 2 people. This also betters your connection. So, go to the bath house and then go to the movies, it seems like.
If you have a ticket, please proceed.
Your dad's also an expert at going to bed early and waking up before the sun ever rises. I can't do that shit. I did it for several years and it was horrible. Human bodies are made to wake up with the sun. Oh yeah, like, I mean, there's no changing it at my current job, but like,
Why not buy a souvenir to remember your visit?
when I'm on day shift, I'm waking up a little earlier because just the drive is like maybe 5 minutes old, so I'm getting up at 4:50 in the morning,
Thank you for your visit.
and that's completely like, there's no time for myself. Like I preloaded the Keurig with, I get up, I go to the Keurig, I go to the washroom, I brush my teeth, and then I'm out the door. I'm not dicking around in the morning, and I hate it because like I'm especially before daylight savings time.
We have merchandise for the movie.
The problem that really fucks with people like myself,
Why not buy a souvenir to remember your visit?
with what's the name? It's something rhythm, circadian rhythm or something. Like, I start to not know what time of day it is or what day it is. Like, because when I'm going into work, it's dark, and then in the winter, when I'm done work, it's dark out. Like, it's outside of just during the work day where the sun is out, it's just night all the time to me. So like, you sort of like, oh, what fucking day is this? Like, nobody fucking, it's just terrible. Have a natty light, DJ. That I think in some states that's classified as water still.
Why not
Good evening. Thinking of taking in a movie tonight? You should. You'd be surprised just how varied they can be these days. At night, we mainly show movies that cater to more dedicated cinephiles, as well as reruns of famous films. Some are rather mature and require an age restriction. Those are often shown during our nighttime screenings. Oh, okay. Hey, personal choice. I ain't gonna force it to you there, DJ. Good evening. You might be interested to hear that we show different movies here during the day and night. My top recommendation would be Sober Curious, which received a nomination at the Tharbad Film Festival. This Side of Heaven has also found a large audience despite its small budget. People love its intricate portrayal of a medical intern's struggles. Okay. So, let's watch a movie.
Thank you for your visit today.
A ticket. So what's planned? We got Sober Curious or This Side of Heaven. Let's do Sober Curious. I heard good things about that.
You have a ticket. Please proceed to...
In case anyone hasn't noticed, I love any beer. And like I said, beer was the same type of thing as sort of like what Biscuits mentioned, like an acquired taste. When I was like, 18, 19, 17, 18, 19, when you're first getting, into parties and because, alcohol isn't quite legal, but, we're having it. You're sort of trying a little bit of everything. And I did not like beer. Even though like when you go to a party, that's sort of what people had. I love me like those Smirnoff Ices and stuff like that. Like, I guess you'd say like those fruity drinks, but nowadays it's completely opposite. It's much more of a beer enjoyer, obviously. I love me a good IPA. It was so funny at hockey. So I usually I like to get to hockey early. Crack open a beer and really take my time and get dressed and talk with the boys. No hurry. It's it's a social thing, right? And the guy that sat beside me, because we usually will drink, like I said, I'll usually just grab like an Old Milwaukee or just like your everyday normal, like typical cheap, just to have a beer type of beer. And I pulled out an IPA out of my bag, and the guy's like, "You're drinking that before hockey?" Because like, an IPA and I think it had some hues of some bitterness and whatnot and all sorts of things. And he's like, "That's going to be so heavy. Like you're going to go out for an hour on the ice." I was like, "Oh, it's irrelevant to me. Like I could drink any type of beer before I go out there, but I wouldn't be having like 3 or 4 of them type of thing." But tonic water? Your favorite soda is plain tonic water. Jesus. You don't flavor that with anything? You are a monster, Cartesian Cat. Jesus. Gin and tonic. Okay. But just are you sure you're not forgetting the gin, Cat? I'm concerned about your well-being right now, just reading what I saw there above. Yeah, I'm with you, DJ. Gin is an added, fair enough. Fair enough. But it should be added always. Always added. I didn't realize what fucking time it was. That's the problem when you wake up after 3 hours of sleep. But I think my Nintendo dock came today. I don't have the mail key, so my wife is gonna have to get it for me. I was sort of half expecting them to show the movie to me.
You have got to be kidding me. They passed me over for her?
Yes. Oh, there we are.
Who does that little minx think she is? She gets roles left and right, and yet her acting is garbage. Why do you spend so much time obsessing over younger actresses? And did you really have to sleep with that producer? Isn't that going a little overboard? This is a dog-eat-dog industry. One night with that cretin is nothing if it gets me some work. This is getting us nowhere. I'm so tired of all this.
You're truly a European now, Kat.
I'll go back to the old me and...
Drinking that
Okay,
tonic water.
then answer me this. Which of us is the old you? Whenever that question is posed, their arguments end on the spot. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is real and who's the thrall?
I thought this was a porno theater. Pearl Spritz? Is that like a weird tonic water or something? Of all the people I could run into here, it had to be you. Can't say that I'm all surprised to see you. That definitely strikes me as your kind of flick. You're not wrong. After all the reviews it got, I had to go check it out for myself. We all talked about how Nike Marco's portrayal of insanity made it an unusual movie, Morty, which got my attention. I've also heard stories of that woman from our friend in Langport from time to time, too. It gave me another reason to see it. Our friend in Langport, huh? He must mean... Oh yeah, I forgot those two go back a long way. It's interesting. Truth be told, I found the direction to be a little obtuse. Definitely the kind of movie that's tailor-made for a particular kind of audience. A limoncello spritz. Fair enough. They say the core of the movie was the dialogue between the two Lilies that had warped mind gives rise to. Their back and forth projects a certain sense of dissonance that makes it difficult to pin down who Lily even really is a person. The movie weaves truth and fiction together, and it's an exploration of what people become when they can no longer tell the two of them apart. At least that's what it's about in my opinion. Damn, look at you getting all intellectual on me. Not good enough for being Edith's most handsome guy in town, huh? Gotta be the smartest too now? Well, what can I say? It's a movie that made me think. We should get together for some drinks when both of us have some time to breathe. I want to talk shop about movies and some more with you. Van's conversation in the theater continued for a brief period, and soon enough, the two sides parted ways. Yeah, Dingle seems like a good guy to get together for a beer and just chat about, life. Hey, it looks like they're selling commemorative brochures for the movie. Maybe I should pick this one up as a souvenir. I mean, why wouldn't you?
The showing on screen 2 will soon begin.
Alright. Doesn't look like there's
Please proceed to
anybody up here to chat it on up with, so...
Can we talk?
Oh yes, I remember him. He was here earlier. Unfortunately, he's gone now. The movie he wanted to see was no longer playing today, so he left. We appeared rather dejected. Gotcha. This guy's a hard one to track down. Anything else you can tell me about him? Certainly. Before he left, I remember him saying something like, "Oh, this always happens to me." I also heard him mutter something that sounded somewhat concerning. Oh yeah? What'd he say? I believe he mentioned feeling frustrated about losing something he'd gone to great lengths to attain, and that he'd be better off putting an end to everything as soon as possible so he could finally be at ease. Yeah, that definitely qualifies as concerning. Thanks for filling me in. It's not the Prosecco that makes it bitter to you. It's got to be the Aperol itself and probably the soda water too. I can drink Prosecco all day long. Alright, all the more reasons to hurry up and find them. Only question is, how exactly does he plan to put an end to things? I guess there's always that. Hopefully it's not like that the gun is the thing putting an end to things. But these things should be running at this hour. I'd say chances are good that's what he's going to try for. Most likely he headed straight underground after leaving the theater. Better make a beeline for it. Okay, beeline it is. In 48 hours now, you'll be on a flight to Thailand. Enjoy! Cartesian Cat, enjoy. The next train should be here in any minute. Some Chang, Singa? Something up, buddy? Sure was a heavy sigh. Might be a bit if you're waiting for the train. Sure you want to stand that long? Hey, you can talk to me. I already know your plan anyways. You're gonna jump in front of the train and put yourself out of misery, right? Who are you? Some guy you asked by a stall owner in Riverside to deliver something. You've got your cake bag back there. Oh, so that's where I left it. I planned to use that to end it all after enjoying a few drinks and some music. But by the end, I got so drunk I forgot all about it. Lucky for you, I'm here to give it back. Before I do, though, I'm curious. What made you want to resort to that to begin with? Suppose you're gonna try to change my mind, huh? Nah, not planning to butt into your business. Just want to know is all. Almost feels like you're treating this like some kind of entertainment. Sorry, don't take it the wrong way. You've got a lot more life experience than me, so I was thinking something like this would be useful to know. Yeah, sure. Sorry, but I can't imagine anything I can say will be of any use to you. You can find stories like mine around every corner. I lost my job, all because my new superior at work really had it in for me. Any idea why? I couldn't tell you why he hated me so much, just that he did. I started getting blamed for everything and anything. Didn't matter whether it was my fault or not. In the end, my own coworkers lost faith in me. I worked so hard to build up my place in the company, get my coworkers' trust. I had everything up through my retirement worked out. Decades of hard work and planning, all gone in a flash. Life lost all meaning afterwards. I guess they had to have it hit pretty hard. It's putting it lightly. My job was basically all I had. I'm still single, and I don't have any hobbies or skills. I can't help but wonder where I went wrong. Did I do something to piss off Ideos? I know I told him I wouldn't butt in. The client trusted me with it. It means I've got to at least try to change his mind. I mean, I think you could find somebody that's trustworthy to watch your cat for 3 weeks. Yeah, just like Cat, you know? She's got a boyfriend hanging out with Glitter. He'll be taken care of. Looks like I might have a bit of room to do that, though. Is that a you thing, though, DJ? Like, you yourself being away from your cat for that long? Like, I'm not saying leave pets home alone for that long. But I mean, like, you know, someone dropping, like, I mean, when we've gone off to, you know, go somewhere for a couple weeks, go travel and whatnot, I mean, I'm making sure that, you know, my sisters or my dad come by. They're going on and checking on the cats to make sure they're fed and taken care of and loved. You can't be gone that long alone. Oh, so you get like just like a very atypical homesick type of thing. So there'll be no moon missions for you, DJ. No traveling to Mars, perhaps, in the future. So the question is, should I try to convince him the old-fashioned way, or give him the old cold shoulder and see how he reacts to that? You don't like people, so it works out. A week's vacation is about enough for you. See, I feel like the problem for that is, like, you know, everyone's got their own sweet spot, but I could never picture myself, like, if I could ever afford it, to go to, like, Japan, Australia, New Zealand, China, even something like that. I can never just go for a week. I mean, I even think if I wanted to go visit Europe, to me, like, a week is not long enough. You need that solid 2-3 weeks to really indulge and enjoy everything without being hurried along. Like, sure, you could do a European vacation in a week. People do. But I don't like being rushed, you know, when I'm on vacation. I like to enjoy things. You don't ever plan to ever go anywhere outside of good old US of A. That's unfortunate, DJ. You should really go traveling abroad one day. Your company has a policy that you have to take at least 2 consecutive weeks off a year. That sounds like a country that cares. Cat. Or a company, sorry, not a country. But your country could care as well. So how should I go about this? Talk him out of it or pretend to abandon him? This is one of those weird things. Like, this certainly deals with some real life stuff. Of, was this guy really set to go jump in front of a train and off himself? Maybe. Or he was gonna have a gun to do it. Or was it all like a cry for help? Like he just wanted someone to literally talk him out of it. Or so I don't know if like he doesn't want anyone to talk him out of it, but sort of like sometimes for people to deal with this stuff, even in real life, sometimes that's all they need is just someone to talk to. They feel like that they're lost and don't have anyone to talk to. So I feel like abandoning him in a moment where he's really willing to do it all, I feel like you got to do the right thing. Talk him out of it. Not really cares, just think that they want to avoid people getting burnt out. Oh, I mean, like, you know, burnout is terrible, right? I mean, I think a good company understands burnout, right? Like, if you're going to lose people to burnout because you're overworking them, and then, that good employee leaves, and then you have to hope to get another good employee, you just, you're spending more money on new employees when you didn't have to, when all you needed to do was give that person some time off type of thing, right? Some people would just not take their days off if not for that policy. Wow. God, I absolutely enjoy taking time off. You couldn't stop me. So let me get this straight. You got fired because this superior of yours blamed you for stuff you didn't do, right? That's right. What of it? What's your way out of this then? Sue his ass. Don't make me laugh. You really think he'd leave evidence lying around that incriminate him? No way the company wouldn't cover it all up. I'd be next to impossible to beat them in court. Without me, you mean? Van handed the man his business card. Oh yeah, like, I mean, unfortunately for me, like, to travel to Japan, Australia, like, it's super expensive. Like, I'd have to, win the lottery type of thing. But then, of course, you win the lottery, then, that don't matter to me. I mean, I would take probably a month to go visit Japan for because you could really enjoy yourself and, don't have to worry about getting back to a job or worried about spending too much money type of thing. But, you can hope. I'm a Spriggan from Arkride Solutions. I take on jobs you can't bring to the police or the guild. It's a bit outside my usual scope. I'm feeling generous, so I'll make an exception. I'll get you whatever evidence you need to win in a trial. Guaranteed. Oh, I get it. So you're the Spriggan I've heard so much about. It's hard to believe you can pull off the miracle I'd need for this, but... Anemer, yes. Welcome on in. Trips isn't that expensive. I mean, for someone like myself, just getting there is $3,000 round trip. Just airfare, right? I mean, that's a lot of coin. A lot of Canadian monopoly money. Still expensive. And I would, I would like to probably have one of those American styled hotels, like that are a little bit bigger. I know Japan tends to have smaller things. I don't know if I would really want that type of thing, so. But never mind. I'd rather not try my luck. Huh. It's my job. As long as you pay, I'll make sure it's done right. Nah, that's not it. I just remembered how exhausting it was to work there. It was like I had to stress about every little detail. You say you can get my job back, but honestly, I'm not sure if I even want it that badly. What was I even thinking? I should be happy to be out. But here I was about to kill myself after losing it. No idea what came over me. Hey, things happen. So what's the plan then? If you're not going to try to get your old job back, you gotta find someone else to live for. Air Japan has discounted tickets. Those can be really cheap. I've never looked at it really beyond just spitballing and looking at, like, your Air Canada's type of thing. I mean, I'm sure there's an Air Japan that probably flies out of Toronto. Yeah, I'm sure it still isn't dirt cheap. I don't know yet. but I don't think I should rush on into a new job immediately. I think I need to take a little time for myself first, find a hobby, think about what I really want in life, and then I can start searching. Yeah, that sounds like a mighty fine idea to me. Good on ya. I never would have guessed leaving that bag behind would save my life. Guess it did. Well, I'm still thinking about it. Here you go. Yeah. Man handed the man his bag. I mean, I just read like that, you know, with everything going into Iran, obviously everyone's sort of already, if you drive, you've already seen it at the pump. It's going to get worse before it gets any time better. And that's going to obviously go right on into, fuel costs for flying everywhere. So, there's no winning in that situation. I went through so much trouble to get this thing. I can't even imagine using it now. I think you said that stall owner was the one who asked you to find me. The least I can do is pay you on her behalf. It was more than worth it to getting the chance to talk to you. Hey, it works for me. I don't care who does it as long as I get paid. I'll let her know you settled the bill. I'd appreciate it, thanks. Well, I best head on home for today. I've done enough drinking for one night, and it'd be better to cool my head and do some thinking. You're a lifesaver, young man. Literally. I'll never forget the debt I owe you. Yeah, Vancouver is, closer to Japan than it is for Toronto, per se. Like, not much closer, but the problem is flying out of Canada is expensive, period. Just because Canada, I don't know, but, like, it just is. But, for me to go from Toronto to Vancouver is, I think, 4.5 hours, give or take. We live in a big country, so. And Toronto is also one of the, not just for Canada, but for the world, it is one of the most expensive airports for flights to go in and out of because of their fees and whatnot, so. A non-stop round-trip flight would cost you about $2,300 before taxes and fees. And that's American dollar a dues. Yeesh. Yeah, like what I was saying, like, last time I looked was about $3,000 from Toronto. And that was last year, before the end of the world type of thing.
That takes care of that.
Mirror deposit confirmed.
Yeah, those are your two, biggest airports that would be available to you, DJ. Everything else is just probably a little regional airport type of thing. A little bit of law and chaos. I mean, how long does it take you to get to Japan from Amsterdam, Kat? Like, is that 8 to 10 hour flight? Obviously, from Canada, Toronto specifically, it'd be, I believe it's a much longer flight. 12 to 13, so it's probably closer to 18, 19, 20 for me to probably go there. Yeah, probably just a regional airport for where you are that's probably not even an international airport, so you can't even take flights from different countries. But, for a country the size of America, like, it can be small and still service a lot of people, right? That's sort of like, the advantage of America. Not many currently, but, let's see, where are we going now? Back to Old Town? We've been everywhere here. I think we've been everywhere in Riverside. We'll just do a check.
Let's do this.
Yeah, added flights to Vegas and Chicago. They need people to go out and explore, right? Vegas is losing tourist dollars because they don't want to. They want to go back to the average person. They want to be all about the rich people, and rich people aren't spending money in Vegas anymore. Nobody is spending money in Vegas anymore. Can't blame them. It's not what it was. Price is about 1,500 euros round trip, but I never pay that because you have a frequent flyer mile and book with a Chinese airline with a stop. There you go. You're thinking, get a Chinese beer for you? Why not? All right, so we're gonna go to Old Town.
Taking off now.
Yeah, but there, I mean, like I've sort of really taken a step back from wrestling and paying attention to it and all that. I have not read one positive thing about WWE doing WrestleMania again in Vegas. Not a single positive thing about it. Like, you know, the tickets are expensive, much like they were last year. But last year was the spectacle of, like, you know, first time in a long time that it's been in Vegas, and, you know, in the big new stadium. People don't want to do it again. And the world is not getting any better. People are starting to not have fun money anymore. I mean, WWE is fun money. They're turning into we are also now for the rich. I mean, I wouldn't even consider looking at going to a WWE show, let alone WrestleMania. Would I love to go to one? Sure. But I'm not spending thousands of dollars in a ticket to see 6 wrestling matches. I'm just not interested anymore, unfortunately. It sucks when something that you like is sort of not an interest anymore, but, you know, it happens. I always have the Toronto Maple Leafs as a failure. They'll keep me interested. Yeah, TNA, what probably wasn't breaking the bank for you, I assume, right? Like, TNA still knows of, like, hey, probably $100 or so to go and see a show, right? Like, they're not blowing it up. If you paid more than a couple $100 for a TNA show, you might have got ripped off. A non-stop flight from here to Athens, if you're to go late September, would be 1,300 round trip. That's not too bad. I assume that's just for yourself. You got to double that up with the husbandado to be eventually. All right, looks like yeah, we're just heading on over here, I guess. Save the game. What time is it? What I'm about to go into is this start a lot of stuff. I literally have like 8 minutes until I gotta wrap it up. Oh, it sucks that it was a shorter stream. I hate that. Would have loved to have got into it, but
Well,
just stop here to be safe. Okay, I will stop here. I'm sorry, Nemer. I would have loved to have chat more and keep the conversations about expensive flights and whatnot. And Lothar's, of course, God, we missed that entire man, woman, and child, right there. I will be off tomorrow, I think.
righty.
But there should be streams Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and maybe something on the weekend. Maybe we'll see. But so Wednesday will be Cyberpunk. Yeah, you just didn't chat, of course. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I still have half my beer, as is tradition. It's gonna sit here as I go pick up my wife and come back, and I'm gonna be like, well, shit, that just half beer sat there. I'll drink it later. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you as always for coming on in. If you can start a bit early on Wednesday, you can say hi before the flight. I'll try. It'll be like 9 a.m. I don't know what that is to your time. But that's as early as I can pretty much. Maybe 8:30 if I maybe run after dropping my son off at school. Regardless, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for popping on in. It's time for me to say goodbye and good. Please God, no. Get up early once in a while, biscuits. Celebrate it. Celebrate good times. See you later. Bye-bye, everybody. Later, taters.